But we're going to tap in, man. First and foremost, I don't know if you guys have been following the news. Hopefully you have, right? But it's been kind of murky out there. It's been a lot going on. It's been earthquakes, right? Fires. And not only that, black women are getting fired. It's an epidemic. It's a pandemic of firings. Huh? It's been a lot. It's been a lot going on. Is this a good thing or is it a bad thing? Are there pros and are there cons? We got to dive in. The news is saying over 300,000, right? Is it still climbing? I don't know, right? But time will tell, man. But what's the cause? What's the cause of all of this? What seems to be out of the blue mass firings. I don't know, but that's the talk of the town right now. There's a lot of firings going on. So let me preface everything I'm about to say following with this first. I take no pleasure in seeing all these women unemployed. No pleasure. Now, some of them actually have been getting, packages to quit. So it's not like a lot of them are downtrodden, right? But for a lot of them, it's out of the blue. They weren't expecting it, right? So it can come as a shock for a lot of people. I get it. I understand. I take no pleasure in seeing people become unemployed. But we got to tap in on this, man, right? Is this for no reason or is this the pendulum effect? It's been swinging this way for a long time. Is it now swinging back the other way? That's a possibility. Seems more likely that that's the case. You feel me? So, but you know what most people not really paying attention to is that most of these women that are being fired, they're being fired from certain industries and certain positions. That's the key. All right? If you're in a position that's unproductive or doesn't produce much, whether it be product or service, then really there's no need for that particular position, and they're gonna cut it, right? They're gonna cut it. Okay. So, but we gotta dive in to find out if this is a pro or a con. Is this for the greater good? Will this lead to greater good? I believe so. Right? So now some of the cons are some women are going to be now in the red. I get that part. That's never a good thing to be in the red, to be behind in your bills, to be in debt. That's never a good thing, right? It's never good, but it happens. It happens every now and again. It can happen to the best of us, right? Some are going to have children that's going to slightly suffer also, right? A lot of women, unfortunately, black women especially, are single mothers. We can get into that topic as to why that is a different day. But the fact remains that a lot of them are single mothers. So if the mother is going to suffer, the child is going to suffer also. Nobody wants that. All right. Nobody really wants that. I know I don't want that. This could possibly also put a strain on the welfare system. Okay. That's a possibility. Okay. Is it guaranteed? It's not guaranteed, but it is possible though. That can possibly happen. But again, like I said, we wish for the best, but we want to be realistic also at the same time. We want to be realists at the same time too, okay? So those are some of the cons, okay? The points that are not good and why 300,000 women being let go from the job force can be somewhat problematic, right? But now, what are some of the pros? What are some of the pros? Maybe some egos might be checked. Man, it's been a few years of steady diet pills being fed to the same group of women. Maybe this might cause a few egos to be checked. If the ego is not based on anything solid, right, then that can also be an extremely problematic situation. Okay, a unchecked ego is a problem for anybody, including women. That's a whole fact. Okay. Could this possibly cause the marriage rate to increase again? That's another possibility. Once that ego gets checked, the realization that we are stronger together than apart, it's going to set in. It's going to set in. Okay. And having both hands on deck is primary. It's not an option. You can just choose. No, it's primary. It's a key point. That's the only way for you to actually build a community. You need a household that has man and woman locked in together. You feel me? Locked in together. Focus on the goal. All right? Not one against the other. It's never going to work. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Right? So it has to be in unison, not in competition. Okay? Black woman, not in competition. All right? We're not here to hurt you. Okay? Contrary to popular belief. All right? So, with egos being checked, which is going to cause marriage rates to increase, it's also going to cause single mother rates to decrease. And once that decreases, right, that's going to create a generation of functional, right, productive children. Functional and productive children. Okay? That's key. That's key. All right? One parent provides one thing, another provides another, or the rest. Okay? And what a lot of these children are missing today is structure, discipline, right? Focus. Focus is the big one. Discipline is a big one. That's generally taught by way of the father. It's just a fact. Just a fact. Some can teach that. Yes, a fact. Yes, but we're talking about the odds, not the outliers. Okay. So, my theory is this could be a blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise, right? When any person's back is against the wall, it's going to force them to get their mind right. Anybody, right? When your back is against the wall and things are not as comfortable, okay, or if you have not been lulled to sleep with a false sense of reality, once reality hits, it's going to set things straight. That's a fact, though. That's a fact, though. So this might actually be a blessing in disguise. All right? I'm not trying to come at you. I'm not trying to, revel in the situation. It's kind of funny though, right? But I'm not going to revel in it. All right. Well, here's the fact. Okay. Together we stand, not divided. Okay. You need to stand together. Okay. So in the beginning, this might hurt, and it might be some more hurting that has to happen. Okay. But in the long run, I believe it's going to serve a greater good and a greater purpose. Stay tuned. It's going to happen. Okay.